Hey everybody, we're talking today about the Shed, New York City's newest cultural art center, and it is part of the Far West Side Hudson Yards that also has recently opened. You might say, why does New York City need another cultural arts center? We have the granddaddy of them all, the Brooklyn Academy of Music, which opened in 1861. We have Lincoln Center, which opened in the 1960s. We have the Park Avenue Armory, which is just a few years old. But the Shed was born out of the failed attempt to lure the Olympics to New York City. And at that time, Mayor Michael Bloomberg decided, together with his assistant mayor, Dan Doctorow, that they would embark on this very ambitious project. The city gave $75 million. Bloomberg gave $75 million, and with that 150 corporate contributions raised it to $475. The reason I call it the Shed is because the architecture is actually quite imaginative. The walls and the roof are both removable, or they can be lifted off. So depending on the time of year, depending on the type of performance that's being staged, it can go from a conventional four walls and a roof facility to an open air facility. The thing that makes this truly unique is that most of what they're going to stage there are either new productions that have been commissioned specifically to debut at the Shed, or else they are on the cutting edge of popular culture. So this is not your father's Lincoln Center. This is a very new, different take on a cultural center in New York City. And I have to tell you that for me, a lifelong New Yorker, much the way I felt when I saw Battery Park City for the first time, I couldn't believe that there was now an extra stretch of land at an extra neighborhood in Lower Manhattan, or when I saw the South Street Seaport for the first time and realized that they had vitalized an old stinky fish market and made it into a beautiful tourist destination with restaurants, shops, and amazing views of the bridges and Brooklyn. The Hudson Yards represents the same type of new and exciting opportunity for visitors to New York and for New Yorkers themselves to see and explore an entirely new area that did not exist just a few years back. What better way to explore than to include an evening out for a performance, music, theater, art, etc. The Shed contains several different performance facilities or spaces, depending on the size of the crowd that is needed or wanted. It could be a few hundred people, it could be 1,200 people. And during the summer, they have some rather large concerts planned with very popular name performers. So I think that a visit to New York City, to Manhattan, whether you're a first timer or you've lived here your whole life, will be richly enhanced by going to visit the Shed. This is not the Shed that your father took you to for a whooping. This is New York City's cultural The Shed. Enjoy your trip to New York City. We'll see you again soon.